Hey, it's Jeff. This morning I want to talk to you about when it's time to buy. Right now is a great time to buy. And you might be thinking, well, I'm watching this video a long time after you made it, Jeff. Doesn't matter. It's still a great time to buy. But if you're watching it today, when I'm actually publishing the video, we are near the bottom of a market correction that's been going on for quite some time now. Yesterday we had the greenest day that we've seen in the market in probably years now, and chances are today may go red a little bit, but we're somewhere near the bottom of this correction. Now, could things get worse and we spiral further down in this correction? Yeah, we could. But now is a great time to buy. One of the things that we get caught up with as investors is we want to try and time the bottom. And you can't nail it. You can't just go all in on the very day that the market is at the bottom. But you can get excited about being somewhere near the bottom and start looking for things to buy. Now, in this video, I'm not going to tell you what to buy, which stocks are the best to buy. That's up to you to decide. But I want you to start looking. If you're an individual stock investor, you want to start looking for the best opportunities that are in the market today. Now, I have stocks that I feel like are the best opportunities for me, but they may be completely different stocks than the stocks you should really consider investing in for yourself. So just start looking. Just start researching for the best deals. If you've never invested in the market, if you're just trying to begin right now, now is a great time to get in. The saying is buy low, sell high. And that is so much easier to do when you start near the bottom of a correction or a crash. Maybe you've got some cash on the sidelines. Maybe you've got a small stash of cash that you've saved up. Maybe you've taken some profits somewhere along the way on some stocks that have done really, really well. And as the market has crashed, you've sold out of some of your holdings. Now is the time to start looking. We're about near the bottom. I'm not saying you need to buy today, but today is a great day to be buying. This week, this coming week, go ahead and be researching and watching and try and pick your entry point. Depending on your strategy, maybe you buy some of your stocks each day for the next week or the next month. But get in the mode of buying. Buying low is so much easier to do when the market has been red for months. One of the things that I believe is a completely false indicator is when you look at the indexes, they don't look like they're that far down. But nearly everyone who's investing in individual stocks, when you see their portfolio, it's all red. They've been going down for months. And part of the reason for that is because if you're an individual stock picker, an individual stock investor, you're going to choose stocks that move. We don't pick stocks that go nowhere. So we want stocks that are reactionary, that usually tend towards high growth or even hyper growth. So when the markets correct and go down, they go down a lot. So don't just look at what the index has done over the last month, the last 3 months or 6 months, and think that stocks aren't that low. Because there are stocks out there that are good, solid companies that are trading down, that are half price or even more right now. One of the ideas I want to leave you with today is that it's always the right time to become engaged in your investing. You want to be in control. You want to be paying attention. That doesn't mean you have to make trades every day. That doesn't mean you have to make purchases every day. It doesn't mean you have to do research every day, but you want to be paying attention to what's going on with your companies. You want to be paying attention to what's going on in the market that may affect your companies or other companies that you're considering investing in. Yesterday was a fantastic day in the market, but it didn't look like it was going to be. A lot of people thought yesterday would be another sell-off with the news that Russia is invading in Ukraine, with inflation is still an issue that's out there. The Fed's still talking about interest rate hikes. There are so many different reasons to tell yourself that you shouldn't be in the market. And yet yesterday, it started off that the market was red, and over the day, it turned into one of the greenest days we've seen in a long, long time. The NASDAQ was up about 3%. My personal portfolio was up nearly 6%. And that was just a turnaround that I didn't see coming. I don't think anyone saw coming. But a lot of times you can't tell that kind of stuff is going to happen before it happens. You've just got to be in the market. You've got to be engaged. You've got to be on the lookout for good, solid companies to park your money in, to put your capital to work with some of the best companies in the world. You know, there's always a reason. There's always going to be an excuse to sell. There's always going to be a reason or an excuse to wait and to hesitate and not buy. Because there's always bad things going on in the world. There's always problems going on in our country somewhere. There's always things that could affect the companies that you're thinking about investing in. But you have to remember, if you're investing in good, solid companies, they overcome these challenges. Good, solid companies win in the long run. They make money and they grow, regardless of what's going on in the short term. So the best thing you can do is find those good, solid companies, and when you get a deal, like right now, just about everything is on sale, take the best deal of the best company that you can pick and invest your money and go for the ride. Successful investors have a similar mindset to successful salespeople and business owners. If you're a salesperson, it is always time to be selling. If you own your own business, it's always time to be making a deal, to making a sale, to creating a new product. It's always time to be going after that new business that you can earn. As an investor, it is always time to be buying. It's always time to be engaged in what's going on in the market. So I hope you take some time today and dedicate it to researching companies that you're interested in. And I hope you start to look for an opportunity to buy. Have a great day.